To calculate the value of all discounts for any particular range of products or all of the products, you have to look at the price we sold each order for, which is in this column. And also, if you scroll to the right, there's a table telling you what the suggested price is. So for example, Bringa has a suggested price of $143. Now, if we look over here, we sold this order of Bringa for $189, which means we sold it for more than the suggested price, which means that's a surplus. Now, we might have sold a Bringa for less than that price down here somewhere, and that will be a discount. Now, if you add up all the surpluses and discounts, whatever the net is, if it's negative, we discounted the products more than the sell price. If it's positive, we sold it for a surplus, which means we charge more for the products. Now, the way I would do this is I would add a new column right here, because each order is different. Now, there's another technique I'll show you later, but this is the best way to do it. So I'm going to call this column SD for surplus or discount. So when I calculate this and I add up all the numbers, the minuses, negatives will add up with the positives and give you a net amount. So let's have a look. And I'm just going to try to memorize this. Bringa is $143, Fluky is $156, and Indigo is $115. So you can do one product group at a time if you like, or you can do an if statement. So for example, if I said equal if the product equals Indigo, and you have to put that in quotation marks, then what we're going to do is take the price we sold it for minus, and let's just take a peek at the price for Indigo because I forgot already. It was $115 minus 115. Now that would give you the difference between 115 and the price we sold it for. That's for one unit. Then you multiply it by J4, which is the quantity. This column is actually the quantity, right? Now we're going to put a comma. So if it's not Indigo, it'll automatically kick into the next product. So we put in another if, and this may be the tricky part. So if product A4 equals Bringa, then we're going to take the price we sold it for, and remember, it's only going to check if it's Bringa, minus, and then multiply by the quantity, which is J4. So first we check to see if the product is Indigo, then calculate the difference, right? The price we sold it for minus the price we're supposed to sell it at times the quantity. If it's not Indigo, it'll automatically kick into the next if statement and look for Bringa and do the math on Bringa, comma, now there's only one left, which is Fluky, and we take the same calculation. We do H minus 156 times J4, and we'll close that bracket. Now let me just double check that Fluky is 156. That's right. So let's just recap. If it's Indigo, it'll do this. If it's not, it'll look for Bringa, it'll do this. So if it's not Indigo or Bringa, it has to be the last product, which is Fluky. It'll just close off here. Now let's hope we closed off all the brackets. Nope, we're missing one bracket. There we go. So it fixed it for us. It was two brackets, right? So try that. And if I copy this down, there we go. So let's just double check it went all the way. You see some are negatives, some are positives, which means we gave some discounts and some upsells. Now, since I have it all highlighted, my answer will be down here. It's net negative $3.311858 million, right? Now, if you interpreted the question to mean only add up the discounts, that's fine. I'll just click over here, go to the top right, sort it from large, or go the backwards, smallest to largest, and just add up all of the discounts, if that's the way you interpreted the question. I was looking for the net. So let's just add these up, just the negatives. So we gave a lot of discounts. And take a look. The answer would be 4363455. Now, the other way you can approach this whole situation is to do, you can just insert a pivot table, and we'll put the product over here. We'll put the net sales, so you can use gross sales or net sales. I'm going to use, in this case, gross sales because that was the actual discount, the total price that we had. You can try it either way, right? So let's just fix this for you. And we need to know the quantity sold. So let's put the quantity here. Now, take a look. And I just have to go back to our data just to make sure that the prices are there. I'm just going to copy and paste this because I forget. So let's paste it over here. Now, Bringa, we sold this quantity, C5, and we sold it for $143, right? Fluky, we sold C6 times 156. That's what we're supposed to sell it for. And the last one is Indigo, C7 times 115. So take a look. This is the quantity times the price we're supposed to sell it for, but we sold it for this price here. Now, if you do the minus on both of them, you'll get a net. Okay, so let's do B5 minus this number here. You see? So total Bringa, we sold it for a loss or a deficit or a discount of $1.9 million. Now copy these down. And Indigo, we sold for $669,000 more than we were supposed to, but the net would be 331,858 if you look down here. And if you're only looking at just the discounts, then the answer would be a little bit different. So two ways to approach this. Try it your way. If this was a test question, maybe a bonus item, it'll be very clear exactly which numbers you're supposed to use. Okay? Have fun.